What's up, Empire and Puzzles players? It's Mike here, talking about costumes. And today I'm going to max out my Tiburtus costume. And as you can see right here, I have the base character of Tiburtus at 660 attack, 633 defense, 145 health, or 1045 health. I'm going to screenshot this guy. And that's going to be our base stats, because as you can see, I have the character, or the costume card at level 1.01. And the first thing I want to talk about is equipping the costume. The reason why I want to talk about equipping the costume, and this is for beginners, because I know a lot of people understand this, but let me tell you about this Bane. I started back in November 2019. My third or fourth week, the costume summons came out about, and I had my Bane, which is this guy, leveled up to, I think 3.23, and I had summoned a costume, and then all of a sudden the costume comes up, and he was at 1.01, and I was like, what happened to the 3 weeks I had spent on this guy of leveling him up to 3.23? I was freaking out. I didn't see this little equip button down here at the bottom, and how you can switch it back and forth between the costume and the non-costume. So in order to equip a costume, you have to switch it back and forth like that. So I just equipped the costume. Obviously, I don't want to do that because it's only 1.28. I'm going to equip it back to this, which is the base hero. And he's mastered. And I put emblems on him because he was one of the first character that I mastered. And I just have kept the emblems on him for the 3-star tournaments. I'm not sure if that's going to be the continuous thing. But that's equipping a hero. So if you're new and you summon a costume, and all of a sudden you see your hero is at 1.01, let me give you a better example, like my Tyrum. My Tyrum is, where is he at? He's right here. So he's basically finished off. I just have to finish off the special. But his costume is 1.01. And so that's what I was seeing with my Bane. So just be aware that you can switch back and forth between the costume and the base hero. Alright, so there's that. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is war uses. I'm going to use my little regard for this. The reason why I want to use regard is because his non-cost, his base hero, is at 4.46. So he's at 46 level of the 4th Ascension. Universally, it's well thought that the regard costume is far superior to the base hero. That's not always the case, especially with a character like Bold Tusk. Bold Tusk is generally thought that the base hero is better than the costume. Still worth it to level up the bonus costume, the costume for the bonuses, and I'll get to that in a second. But what I want to talk about now is for war uses. So if I were to use this costume, which is at mastered at 4.70, or if I were to use this base hero of regard at 4.46, that's it. I can no longer use this card of regard at 4.46 or this costumed hero. If I wanted to use that's just like any other like hero that you have. If you use them, they're done with war. You can't use them. If I wanted to use another regard, I would have to go down to one of these guys, either the costume or the level hero, and use either one of these. And obviously I wouldn't use these because they're not leveled. But what I'm saying is that in order to use another regard, I would have to go to a whole separate card. So you can only use one per war. And the costume, imagine he's just like changing his clothes. So this is the same hero, he just decides to change his clothes. The other thing is I could have kept, if I would have thought about it, because I had the regard card before I had the regard costume. So I was at about this level when I had the costume, when I summoned the costume. All I had to do in order to get this costume mastered was to get this regard, the base hero, to 4.01. If I got this base hero to 4.01, then I can switch over to the costume, level them all the way up, go to 4.70. And the great thing about 4.70 is it gives these bonuses. So it gives an attack bonus of 5%, defense bonus of 5%, mana bonus of 5%, and a health bonus of 10%. So as you can see, his health is pretty freaking high. That's 1271, which is 10% higher than what it would have been if we didn't have all these bonuses here, given by the fact that it has a costume. Which is great, the health and the defense and the attack, that's all great. But the biggest thing is the mana bonus. That 5% mana bonus paired with, let's see what we got here. there's a regard here. That 5% mana bonus paired with this at least level 5 mana troop gives us a 7% bonus of mana. So the 7% bonus right here of mana plus the 5% mana bonus that the costume does essentially makes that regard, this regard costume, a functionally fast hero. And what a functionally fast hero means is that the hero can now go off in 3 tile matches. So 3 sets of 3 tile matches, regard's going to have his hero go off. So basically, any fast hero, like Mist here, she's a fast hero. Let's put her back in there. She's part of the defensive team. Mist is a fast hero, so she's able to go off on 8 tiles. But it's very rare that you'd be able to get 2 sets of 4 matches, like 2 sets of 4 yellow matches in order to get her off. So essentially, it's going to take you 3 sets of 3 matches of yellow tiles to get Mist to go off, which is the exact same thing that Regard gets to do with his mana bonus from his costume and the fact that I have a level 5 mana troop on him. He'll be able to go off in 9 tiles or 3 sets of 3 matches, which is tremendous. That's probably the best bonus of having the costumes. You want to look out for that, because what I did yesterday, let's say that because that's my defense team. What I did yesterday with Boltusk is Boltusk's costume was not maxed. It was at like 2.28 forever. But I just didn't put the investment in it because I wanted to get a full war teams. Right now I have 24 mastered characters. So I still don't have full war teams. However, a big shout out to one of my alliance members, Your Bold Granny, reminded me that you can actually level up these heroes in several different ways. One is the traditional route. Let's say if I grab Tiburtus here, switch over to his costume, decide to level it up. Let's go to some purples. Good, I have 2-star purples. If I were to select, here's the fun thing about costumes. If I were to select this 1-star costume, it levels it up 450. I always level the same color, because if you level up the same color of purple onto a purple costume, it's going to level it up 2.5 times more than it normally does. So if I were to take a 1-star purple onto a base hero purple, that would only level up for 180 experience points. But since it's 2.5 times more, I get 450 points. Same thing with, let's not do that. Same thing with a 2-star. 2 stars are normally 468 points, but since it's 2.5 times more, it gives me 1170, which is more than what a single star 1-star purple trainer hero would be. So that is phenomenal and awesome to know and think about, because it's just going to be so much faster to get him up. Look, one single hero, if I put all these on him, and these aren't like spectacular, trainer heroes or anything like that, it gets him up 14 levels at 4,000 experience points, where normally this would be whatever that is divided by 2.5. I'm not going to do that because there is another option to level up costumes. So if you can see down here, like right next to this hero tab, there's a costumes tab. And what I can do here is I can use these costumes that I had summoned before and just start tapping on them to level this guy up. And it will not let me use the last costume. And the reason why that is important is because, let's actually take, that actually kind of works. That having one last Friar Tuck costume or one last Ishtak costumes allows any Ishtak that I have to equip a costume. So it's like as if those cards share a costume. So for example, just a better example here, if I used all these regards, that last costume would hide itself, so I couldn't use that. And the reason why that's important is because these 3 regards down here would still allow me to have a costume even if I didn't have the 3 different costumes in this costume leveling portion that you're going to see when I go back into the Tiburtus portion. So let's go ahead and, not ascend yet. Go over to costume, level up, and you can go to heroes, which we're not going to use, but go to those costumes. So if I were to use these regards, both of these, it takes me way up there because those are 4 stars, but I'm going to save those for later. Saving this last costume copy will allow me to have any regard in the future plus those 3 other ones that are at level 1. still be have the potential to have the base hero or the costumed hero. So that's just something to keep in mind. But let's have some fun with it. Let's see if we can get this Tiburtus up to 4.70 with just the costumes here. Sweet. And look, I went from 1.01 to 1.40 with 13,000 ham. So this is super efficient for ham. And we're going to try to get him completely mastered. I think we can do it. I really wanted to do Leek Zoo completely mastered, but it just wasn't on the cards. The last and final thing that I'm trying to get you expert level on the costumes. Crap. Okay, so his special level excelled. Here's the problem with doing it this way is that the special level might not completely get to the top, but I have a little trick for that at the end. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and send him. The key little thing here is, as you notice, there's not a whole lot of requirements for the Ascension items. There is only, to get him from level 3.70 to, or 3.60 to 4.01, it only requires one trap tool. So let's go ahead and send him. So it requires a whole hell of a lot less items. So special skill improved again, thankfully. Let's go ahead and level him up. And again, it's going to stop me from using that last carver. Okay, come on. Get me up there. This is where we're going to start running out. Okay, so he's so close to getting that to 2.50. Is it 2.5? Yeah, 2.50. That I'm just going to stay there because if I do this, it'd be a total waste. So I'm just going to level him up here. Again, 20,000 food to go up 48 levels. It's crazy. Crap, and I forgot to take a picture. Let's actually stop this. Now let's look what the base hero went to. The base hero went to 666, 639, and 1065. Take a screenshot. I'm glad I stopped that because it gave me 1 and 1 of attack, defense, and mana, and a health bonus of 2%. So let's look at our photos. Let's just go to photos. Last photo taken. So it went from 660 attack to 666. Oh, wow. I don't like that. 633 defense to 639. And 1045 to 1065. Just from one ascension level of the costume here. Let's go back to the hero Tiburtus. We're going to level him up some more. Like we had just talked about. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. And then bam. Last one, right? No, one more. Oh, maybe here. Okay, yeah, because he's so close here. Only 20,000 food that we're getting here. Level that up. Go up 49 levels. 20,000 food. And I'm not having to use any extra heroes. All that. Oh, special skill did not improve, which is what I'm going to have issue with. So we're going to back over to the heroes. And just get him to 2.50 with that. Leveled up with 4,000 food. And then with the special skill improved. We're going to send him again. Again, you can see there's only the knives that are required. Still quite a bit of food. But that's okay. I'm going to send him up. Special skill improved, which is great. Let's level him up again. We're going back to the costumes. This is going to be cutting it close. And then around 10. 22,000 food just to get up 46 levels. I don't think... Nice, the special skill improved. Maybe I'm not going to have to do anything special at the end. And you would see what I was talking about here in a sec. Is it all 2%? Yeah, it increased more. So we need to do this. Do another screenshot here. Let's go ahead and go back to the costumes. Level up. See if we have 10 heroes to level up here. Do we want to... No, we do not want to waste a costume on that. So another 12 levels, 21,000 food. Level them up. Okay, it didn't improve, that's fine. Let's go ahead and take him again. Go to the costume. Go to the heroes. Oh, we're gonna have to use 2. Okay. Look at that. 9,000 food where the other one cost 21,000. That's crazy. Level up there. And here's the thing. This is where the budget worthy portion of the food or the materials cost, because it's only 1 trap tool. And as you can see, I don't have enough food for it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go crack open one of our food crates. Crack one of those open, and that way we can go ahead and send them up. So basically, after watching me do this, sorry you had to watch all this, but just it's kind of cool. I think we're gonna send them up. Only 1 trap tool is required, which is freaking sweet. Special skill improved. Maybe the only barrier that I have. We're gonna level them up using the costumes. I wonder if purple gives them more. I think if it's purple, just like a purple costume, which is kind of why I saved it to the end. Oh, 10. So that's only 22,000 food again. Kept me at 48 levels. 10 costumes. Level up. Oh, special skill improved to level 7. All right. We did take the picture. Did we take the picture for level 4? Hang on. Yeah, I think we need to take one more picture. Screenshot here. And then let's go ahead and level him up again. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so close. Oh man. Please level up. 44% chance of leveling up. Maxing him out right here. Oh, it's going to be so close. Level 8 costume. No, it did not improve. Where's his own costume? That's what I want to know. Okay, I see what you guys are gonna try to do to me. All right, let's see if we do this. Level up. Heroes. 10%, 20%. All right, so it's worth it if I did this. So let's watch this real quick. Boom. Get those 9. Boom. Those 40. All right, let's see if we can get it. Costume. Oh, not talent grid. Costume leveled up. 20, 40, 6, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 100%. Let's get that costume all the way up. Sweet. It's completely maxed hero. Now let's take that screenshot here. Okay. Let's go back to my photos. So here's what we started out at. 660 for attack, 633 for defense, 693, 664. Wow. 639, 664. Look at that attack. Up by 30. 3. No, up by 27. Yeah, up by 27. Defense is up by almost 30. Hit points are up by almost 100. It's got to be over 100, right? Yeah, over 100. That's crazy. And now, most importantly, because of that 5% mana bonus, which you can't really see on the card, all I need is one of my 5-star mana troops, which I have 2 of them. One for Regard and one for Tubertus. And his attack is spectacular. His defense is excellent. Oh, what a good day. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful for some people. I hope it didn't drag out. But yeah, I'll put in the description to, fast forward to the end if you want to see the results. But hey, yeah, this is good times. Thanks.